Thought we did some really good things, especially on the pitcher's mound today. McCambley I thought was outstanding. He did a great job till the rain delay got us, and just didn't feel like we could bring him back. He walked a couple guys more than you want him to, but finds a way to stay off barrels, and did a great job for us. And Gentry and Inman, they stole some outs for us and did a good job. And Jay was outstanding down the stretch for us. And we got just enough offense, today. And Beaird got a couple hits, so Corey got a couple. We obviously, I think, and Woodall came up with a big hit there late. So, as much as I wish we could score 12 and 16 every game, it just it isn't the way it is. So, sometimes you have to find a different way to win, and, they were able to do that today.
Questions for the student athletes?
Zach, how much more do you think you could have gone had that weather delay not impeded you?
I feel like I could have went out, but, whatever's best for the team, we're all about, team effort. And, I think that if I would have went out there, I didn't want to, be detrimental to the team at all. And I think that by bringing Dylan in there, any of those guys in there would have got the job done just as good as me.
But had the delay not happened, how good did you feel? How long do you think you could have gone?
As I keep going, my arm, kind of talks to me. So I feel like I could have gone a little longer. Usually in my starts as of late, I've been going 4 or 5 innings. But, I felt good out there, honestly. Obviously, I didn't want the rain to come, didn't want the delay to happen, but I felt good. I felt real good.
And did you have a blister or something you were dealing with, and did that recover quickly for you?
Yeah, I actually had a blister on my middle finger on my throwing arm and throwing hand. And, it was started to bleed against App State last weekend. And it was kind of affecting the way I was throwing, but luckily I had a week off to, get prepared for today. So all was good.
Is it good now moving forward?
Yes, sir. All good.
I guess, Matt, the position you guys are in, one game away from winning the Sun Belt and setting you guys up for whatever the selection committee will give you. So what are your thoughts on where the team is and how they performed this far?
We've been playing well in the tournament so far. The off day yesterday was big for us. It was big for all the guys. We got to go out and enjoy some gator sightings, but we just got to control what we control. Keep winning, keep playing our best, and hosting, and the rest of that is out of our hands.
Matt, what were they doing? You guys didn't put up great numbers. What were they doing to you guys to kind of keep you guys quelled down today?
The pitching staff?
Yeah, the other pitching staff.
The pitching staff, they pitched well for the other team. A lot of off speed today. All their pitchers had pretty decent changeups that they were tossing up there, and a couple of good sliders. So it was a battle from the start, and it was a good game.
Was it more off speed stuff than you usually see then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the whole team saw more off speed than we usually saw.
And Matt, I'll go back to so what do you think that excursion did for the team? Both maybe just for your psyche, and then a little team bonding, and give you something to do on the off day.
It was a good time, and we had a good time out there. And a lot of guys haven't been to this part of the country, so we got to see some different wildlife, shrubbery.
Shrubbery.
Yeah.
500-year-old cypress trees, and he's talking about shrubbery.
Shrubbery.
Oh, man.
I'll go back to Coach then. I guess, how important if you guys can get this Sun Belt championship, and what do you think that does for you moving forward and possibly in the eyes of the selection committee?
To be very honest with you, I echo exactly what Manny said. It doesn't concern me at all. Whatever. The year we won a national championship, we didn't play at home. We played at home a couple, 2 or 3 times, and weren't able, through super regionals, whatever, weren't able to win and get there. So I'm not, it's more about, if they look at us as, hey, man, they're probably good enough to host, but we're going to send them here where, they won't send us with, 2, 3, and 4 are all in the 20s and low 30s RPI wise, so they give you a chance to, to possibly advance if you can play well. So much of it's about matchups and whatever. It's not about, everybody's good. Everyone is in that tournament. Even some teams that are, got 50 and 60 RPIs. On Friday night they're gonna have a dude that causes us problems. Okay, so I mean I really I would love it for our fans, but outside of that, it's just I just hope we get a favorable draw. And as far as tomorrow goes, I mean we've worked all year. This is a league we play in. These kids want a ring. They want to stay. They want to be. He was part of a national championship team. He wants to have a ring that says he's the first member of a team that ever won the Sun Belt Conference. And no one else can say that. Those 16 guys can't say that. So these senior guys, they want this thing. Okay, so whether we can get it or not, I have no idea. But I hope we'll have a little different focus tomorrow. They kind of lulled us to sleep over their soft toss and breaking balls up there all day long, and we didn't adjust very well. But we also didn't have the focus we had the first 2 games either. So for us to compete against whoever comes out of this bracket, we better focus her up, or it'll be a long bus ride home.
Gary, when I talked to you a couple weeks ago, you said this team, granted it's a big comparison to the national championship team. You did say you like this team a lot. How do you see it? I'm not going to be here tomorrow, so I wanted to ask this now. How do you feel they're playing now, going into the regionals? How do you feel like your team's performing at the time?
In all honesty, if you sit here and stack them up, as a coach, there are a lot of similarities in our offense. We had a veteran, older pitching staff. We had Cunningham, who was a 4-year guy, Morrison, a 4-year guy, Beckwith was a 4-year guy. We had all these guys, that were real dudes for us. We don't really have that kind of experience. I think we have ability. Jason Billis is that guy that, he can frustrate you at times, but he also can go out there and completely dominate a game for 6 or 7 innings. And for us to win a regional, or, a week down the road, he's going to have to step out there. Veneciano is going to have to step out there. These guys have that type of ability to carry us for several innings and give us a chance to match up our offense against somebody else's real good guy. And if they do, we'll be a handful. And if they don't, we'll be fighting it. But again, they believe they can do it. And honestly, the last 20, 25 games we've played, about as good as anybody in the country.